I guess all the daddies should have done the same thing. Don, you have nicknames for all your kids? Yeah. Rashida was my donkey baby. And over there, my young one's Popsicle, Kenya. Anyway, God, I can't believe all my friends get up this early. This is when I go to bed. Good Lord. Thank you so much, man. I know you people are busy, but it means a lot to me that you're here for me. This is very, very, very special. Ah, I had a friend of mine that was friends with one of the daughters of the Pantages. They live up in Vancouver. Anyway, I can't remember the name now. It'll come back. Good morning, each and every one of you. And thank you for such a warm welcome. I am over honored to be with you today, to have my hand and just my shoes all up for this legendary list of icons enshrined here in front of Hollywood's famed Chinese Theatre. As a teenager growing up in Seattle 15 years ago, I used to sit in the city. We used to go down to Skid Row, play hooky from school, go to Skid Row, and pay 11 cents to see all the movies. And I was so addicted at 15 years old, I can't tell you. And I realized the effect that Alfred Newman had on 20th Century Fox and Victor Young at Paramount. The guys were my mentors back then. And as a teenager growing up in Seattle, I used to sit in the theater and think about composing films for these, music for these films. And I was absolutely addicted. I could never have imagined that those dreams would lead me to here, to this moment. And to be honest, it is a little bit overwhelming. Sidney Lumet, who hired me to do my first American film score on The Pawnbroker in 1963, used to say that composers are more violated than writers. But film composing was the best arena to test your skill as a musician and would give me a foundation for eventually segueing into producing films and television. I am beyond thankful to have had the opportunity to work on more than 35 film scores. When I started, no black composers on single screen credits. And two people helped me solve that. And that was Sidney Poitier, who gave me 6 films, and Sidney Lumet. Sidney, I met him when he was flirting with Lena Horne's daughter, who he eventually married, and had Amy and two beautiful daughters. I lived around the corner from him. He hired me to do my first American film score, as I said before, in The Pawnbroker in '63. But film composing was the best arena to test your skills as a musician, would give me a foundation for eventually segueing into producing films and television, as I said before. I'm beyond thankful to have had the opportunity to work on more than 35 film scores. I collaborated with some of the greatest filmmakers on the planet, from Sidney Lumet to Sidney Pollack to Richard Brooks and Norman Jewison and many others, and of course Steven Spielberg, who co-produced Color Purple with me. I'm told that I'm the first composer to have the honor of being enshrined here at the Chinese Theatre. So as the first, I want to say that I share this recognition with all my fellow composers and dear friends and colleagues, past and present, such as the great Henry Mancini, such as Benny Carter, Alfred Newman, Jerry Goldsmith, Lalo Schifrin, Johnny Williams, among them, and many others like Merv Warren and Terence Blanchard. And Bob Russell, Maya Angelou, she wrote lyrics for me and for The Love of Ivy. I look back at this, I can't believe it. All the great songwriters I collaborated with, such as Alan and Marilyn Bergman, and of course all the great musicians who contributed to these scores. There are only 12 notes. We've had them for 700 years, and between rhythm and melody, we have to figure, rhythm and harmony, we have to figure out how to make those things belong to us. And that's difficult after 700 years. I'm really proud of what we did with them, though. Did the best. And I want to thank my little brothers, big brothers. Snoop Dogg, Usher, Kareem, Brother Dre, Usher. Look at Patrick Ewing. This dude just brought the New York, the LA Times, huh? And believe it, he's Chinese from South Africa, from the apartheid, the apartheid period there. So he knows what fighting's about. I want to thank all of y'all for showing up this morning. I really do. It means so much to me, man. And of course, my little donkey Rashida, who I love to pieces, and little Popsicle, and all my family and friends who accompanied me on this journey. But you guys are the future, and I love you so much, and I'm so humbled by this recognition. God bless you. Thank you. You know how to make up. Short, bald-headed, bow-legged, 85-year-old, grin like a fox eating sauerkraut. I love you.